Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to yet another daily The Hindu news analysis channel here. My name is Nidhi, and I am here to give you the simplified version of current affairs. News are everywhere. Each and every moment, something is happening in our country, in the worldwide. And every event somehow directly and sometimes indirectly is connected to us. We don't read news not to just get aware, but we also read news to gain some knowledge, to gain a perspective. Every news headline, every reel that you watch, it forms your opinion, it shapes your opinion, and your opinion will determine your politics interest, your economics interest, your psychology, and everything else. And this will ultimately helps to shape the nation. So today, my main initiative is to basically help other individuals to gain an unbiased opinion about anything which they are living. So let us start with our current affairs today. So today, our first news headline is basically about Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi. He paid tributes to freedom fighter Pingali Venkay on his 150th birth anniversary. So, our main question is, who was Pingali Venkay? So, Pingali Venkay was an Indian freedom fighter. He was a linguistic, geologist, and agricultural researcher, best remembered for his contribution to the evolution of India's national flag. He was born on 2nd of August 1876 at Bhatalpanneru near Machilipatnam in Andhra Pradesh, and he served in the British Indian Army during the Second Anglo-Boer War in 1899 to 1902, where he met Mahatma Gandhi. What if you ask me about his contribution in the freedom fighting in the national independence? So he played a major role in designing our national flag. So in at the 1921 All India Congress Committee session in Bezwada, Venkay presented a prototype Swaraj flag to Mahatma Gandhi, initially featuring red and green bands. Gandhi suggested adding a white band and the spinning wheel, which symbolizes peace, inclusivity, self reliance, and progress. So, from this news, we can get a very good idea that the role of freedom fighter Pingali Venkay, and who suggested the idea of blue flag, the chakra that we see in the white strip. So who gave it? It was Gandhi's idea. Gandhi suggested adding a white pad at the spinning chark, which symbolizes peace, it symbolizes inclusivity, self-reliance, and progress. The Indian National Congress formally adopted this design in 1931. If we have to know about the key terms about the national flag, because in UPSC prelims and state PCS prelims, there are many times that they ask about national flag, its importance, its key features. That's why it's very important. And also for the general knowledge purpose also, we should know that the Constituent Assembly adopted the national flag on 22nd of July in 1947, and which replaces the charkha with navy blue Ashok Chakra. Key features were the tricolor. It has horizontal bands, Indian saffron, white, and Indian green, with 24 spoke navy blue Ashok Chakra at the center of the white band. The national flag is rectangular with length to height ratio of 3:2. And in order to protect our national flag dignity, there is a specific law in our country known as Flag Code of India 2002. It regulates the display of national flag and permits the general public, private organizations, and educational institutions to display it consistently with dignity and honor. The flag code permits flags made from hand spin, hand woven, or machine cotton, polyester, wool, silk, or khadi bunting as pending permissible protectment. The Prevention of Insult to National Honor Act of 1971, it provides legal protection against improper use or insult to the national flag. Moving towards our second news headline, So recently, more than 50,000 migrants reportedly crossed from Morocco into Spain's North African enclave of Ceuta, triggering a humanitarian and political cliff. So the crisis so in the Morocco region we are witnessing a crisis. The crisis saw around 50,000 to 60,000 migrants enter Quetta in single day. Imagine a country is receiving nearly 50,000 to 60,000 of people abruptly. It overwhelms the city's population and infrastructure, and in that presence also 57 people reportedly die, many by drowning or in the crush during the crossing. Spanish and European Union response. Spain established temporary reception facilities, accelerated returns of those without legal residence, and deployed additional security forces. The European Union considered coordinating measures and the emergency discussions in involving member states or Morocco. So, if we want to know about Kyoto, so Kyoto is a Spanish autonomous city and is strategically located enclave in the North Africa, covering approximately 18.5 square kilometers, serving as a major maritime and geopolitical gateway. It lies on the southern side of the Strait of Gibraltar, opposite the British territory of Gibraltar, sharing a land border with Morocco, while being surrounded by the Mediterranean Sea on its remaining sides. It is a vital maritime route connecting the Mediterranean Sea and Atlantic Ocean as well. This is the news about the Kyoto. So our third news headline is about recently Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi. He has launched Nasha Mukti Yuva for Viksit Bharat Sankalp Abhiyan to mobilize youth against drug abuse and promote a drug-free India. So the campaign seeks to encourage young people to stay away from substance abuse and become ambassadors of positive change in their community. The campaign is supported by the Ministry of Home Affairs through Narcotics Control Bureau. It is designed as a 100-week nationwide Jan Bhagidari campaign with activities organized every Sunday to sustain public awareness. The campaign involves My Bharat volunteers, NSS volunteers, youth, schools, colleges, universities, along with NGOs and more than 125 spiritual organizations. Sports events, walkathon, meditation centers, cultural programs, street plays, awareness drives, discussions, and art competition are planned to promote prevention and communication participation. So, according to the National Survey on Extent and Pattern of Substance Use, around 16 crore people aged 10 to 75 consume alcohol. 3.1 crore people currently use cannabis. Alcohol is the most widely consumed psychoactive substance, with 14.6% of the 10 to 75 age group reportedly using in the preceding year. Cannabis has an estimated of 10 to 2.83% of current use, including bhang and ganja charas, around 1.2%. Around 2.6% of the population currently use opioids, including substances such as heroin, opium, pharmaceutical opioids. The Golden Triangle, Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, and Golden Crescent are the major source of illicit drugs in India. Ministry of Home Affairs renamed the Golden Triangle as Death Triangle and Golden Crescent as Death Crescent. In July 2026, BRICS anti-drug agencies adopted the Guwahati Declaration, committing to coordinated actions against illicit drugs and transactional activities. So that's it for today's news headline. We will meet tomorrow with a new news headline, with a new topic and our new initiatives as well. Till then, stay safe, stay happy. Bye-bye.